HIL, an intangible talent that you can feel, both with his name and the actual things that you can, touch into. So right now we want to bring on to the stage Mr. Phillip Isaiah himself. How you doing, Phil?
What's going on? What's going on?
Woo!
What's up, y'all?
My man. I like where you at, man. It looks great. It looks like my type of vibe.
It's fire, right?
That's the best way to quarantine with some good people. Who are you with right now?
With my boy Dimitri, with my boy Mo. Y'all can talk to him.
Hello. Y'all vibing.
How you doing, Dimitri? We definitely gonna get into y'all because I know the power that y'all got too when we talking about passion. So we definitely got a question or two for you. Phil, right now, we're glad to have you here. I've been knowing you for a good minute. Ayat has been knowing you for longer. We have an end point that we want to tap into with this song.
Okay.
It's a song called Tell Me.
What's up?
That for all our viewers, we want you to go listen to. Currently, you can follow Phillip Isaiah on the Instagram. You can click his
on the Instagram, IG.
On the internet.
The Instagram. Y'all be on that gram.
Click the link in the bio and check out his new single Tell Me. Because that's where we are right now. We found an avenue, we found a lane, I want to go deeper than that because you found a way to go so deep that you're now pushing it out.
Tap into that.
But before we talk about the fact that you're pushing it out now, let's talk a little bit about you. Tell us who you are, where you from. Like, let's go back to Lil Phil.
Lil Phil. My name is Phillip Isaiah. I am from Columbia, South Carolina, 803, born and raised. Yes, sir.
I was gonna, I remember the transition into owning your name. I get into Bryant a lot because, I'm not a name person, but like, I remember the transition when he started going by Phillip Isaiah. I was like, okay. Who you are,
I'm not Phillip Banks anymore.
No.
Y'all remember that, man?
It's like ownership. And, you was like, I know I got something special. I'm going to do something with it.
And what's wild about that is that was actually going to be the name I used as what I performed under. But I guess it just came to me as like, this is the name that, my mother gave to me. And my name was actually supposed to be Isaiah Phillip. I mean, how weird does that sound? So Phillip Isaiah just worked, man. It just sounds like it's supposed to be a singer's name. And that's what I am. So it works.
So, yeah, it's like the day you decided. That was it.
You are a singer. So I guess a question I have is at what point in your life, in the long, short life you lived, at what point did you feel like a singer? Like when did that become a thing for you?
When did I become a singer? Man, I've been singing all my life, man. Like really, like my dad's a pastor, so like I've grown up in the church and like singing on the choir. I've always been singing on somebody's choir throughout like high school, whether it be at church or whether high school I went to college and I did the gospel choir there as well. So that's always been a part of me. I would say the part where I really feel like, I could label myself as a singer or somebody that could sing, that knew I could sing was probably in high school. I did one of my first performances in front of the whole class and like, I guess nobody knew I could sing. And I came out there and everybody was like, yo, what? And I was like, oh, I guess I do have a gift. I guess I do have a talent.
Okay. What high school did you go to?
I went to the Irmo High School, man. Yellow Jackets, man, all day, every day. The Yellow Jackets.
The other Yellow Jackets.
These the other Yellow Jackets back here, man. That's North.
I was gonna say you barely Columbia, but I didn't want to make it that type of show.
Made it hot.
You can check the address though.
You're barely Columbia, but I don't want to make it that type of show. We claim you. It's cool. It's cool.
I'm from Columbia, South Carolina.
I'm gonna be the main one on Twitter. Phillip Isaiah went to school here.
He represents Columbia.
We're from the same city.
Big shout out to Phil. Yeah, you got any questions for Phil?
No, I really just wanted to dive into that name thing. I really was a big fan. I remember sitting down and talking about your brother buying you, like investing into your music. You thought I forgot. Like and at that point, it was like, I need to take this seriously. What happened prior to that to make you feel like, okay, I can't keep running away from this? Because you sing jokingly a lot.
What happened to make me take my music seriously? I won't say that it's like one specific instance, but I will say that working on Phil, that single I released a while back. I don't know if y'all are familiar with that song, but Phil was the first time that I really was like, yo, like I'm kind of straight at this. Like I can sing a little bit, but after that, I had a journey. Man. It took a minute for me to release again, but I would say that's the point I knew I had something special.
I love a good journey, but you know, I want y'all to dive into more of this music thing because let's
go into it. So Phil, right now I got a question for you. So, as far as what's on the screen right now.
Oh man.
How do you feel about this album? All pun intended. How do you feel about this album right here? This album on the screen.
That's arguably the greatest D'Angelo album right there, man. But it depends on the day too, because you can listen to Black Messiah and be like, "Oh my God!" And on the next day, you can say, "What's up with Brown Sugar?"
Brown Sugar, bro.
It's like that. But Voodoo is crazy because like that's a whole spell in itself.
He really got in his that was him in his prime,
right?
It really felt like that. He came into himself for real, bro.
You could hear like all the elements that made him like him. It was churchy in a sense. It was like real spiritual, but like. It was Voodoo, so it was like casting a spell through like the whole album. It was amazing. It's perfect.
Voodoo off top, when we talk about, you said casting a spell, which is something I believe music definitely has the power to do in any realm, like however you can do it. So when you look at Voodoo, when you look at the aspects of music, when you look at the theory of music, we talked about you growing up in a church earlier, being able to tap into your passion, to tap into your talent. What do you admire about music?
Oh man,
like what does it mean to you? Why do you value music?
That's a deep question, dog. Why do I value music, man? That's just it's really my release, man. It's really my release. I go through a lot daily, and I mean. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people do know. I mean, some people do know, the things that I go through, the things that I face, the challenges that I go through. And you can take away a lot from me, but you can't take away my song. So I think music is the thing for me. It's my everything. Like you can take whatever from me and you ain't gonna take my voice. I'm always have that.
Amen.
So that's my thing. That's my key.
It is the voice. It is what I call the universal language. That is what music is, and we'll continue to be able to speak and tap into each other from that. But speaking of your voice, right now I would say a snippet, but I want to get into something, let our listeners hear something that we hope is being played through all type of airwaves, this week, next month, throughout the year and throughout the future. So right now, you like to introduce the single that you released this week alongside the producer and the engineer who put this masterpiece together. Let us know what we about to listen to.
We're about to play a song, run through Tell Me. Y'all good with that? Yeah. We really just put this together, like, so it's we're gonna see how it goes.
Oh, yeah, you want to turn that those speakers up.
Just a little bit. How it sound?
We good.
We good.
All right, turn my guitar down a tad bit on that side.
Where am I with
the mouse? I got a mouse on the side too, but yeah, that's true. You know what? It's all good. I'll turn it. I got you right there. It's all good.
Run it. Tell me, baby. Hey, yo, there's something on your mind. I know it. You ain't even gotta say anything, no. It's 'cause you show it. It's written on your face. Oh, there's something going on. Can you please just say what's wrong? No, I can't read your mind. I just want everything to be alright. Oh, baby, please just tell me what's going on. Don't you tell me that nothing's wrong. No. 'Cause I know it's something, and you know it's something, and you know I'm not budging till we have a discussion. Let's work this thing out. We'll find out what it's about. I can't stand to see you hurt, 'cause I know what you deserve. You can tell me anything. I'll be your daddy, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. You can tell me anything. I'll be your diary. Yeah. That came together pretty straight. That was decent. That was decent.
Bro. That was it right now. This is it right here. I'm gonna let y'all know.
They sound so beautiful, don't you agree?
We can go all night with this.
Y'all don't want to do that. Y'all don't want to do that.
Hey, also, Replay featuring Phillip Isaiah and Reese. That's how you say Poppy, man? Reese?
Reese. Reese. Poppy. Reese.
Yeah. Renasia.
Right.
Replay.
You got to break her name down.
Hey, man. Mo just dropped the project, man.
Yeah, Retro Mo, man. Featuring the one and only Phillip Isaiah. Executively produced by me and Vahnii right there. Engineered by Vahnii right there.
Tell him, bro.
Talk to him, Vahnii. What you got going on, man?
It's the A.Bevy Vahnii. Already coming to you live from the room, from the big room, purple room. It's usually purple up in here, but it's all good today, though. We good.
This really the dungeon.
Though, for real.
Where it all go down, man.
Nah, man, we cook up in here.
I got so many artists that come through here, bro. Like from South Carolina and North Carolina specifically, and I'll be in Atlanta, and I just got back from LA last week.
I gotta pull up there. Music is what brought me to everything I am. So I gotta pull up just to sit on the floor behind under the vinyls, bro.
Come through. Come through. I promise it's a vibe every time, man.
Absolutely. We appreciate all three of y'all. As far as what you stand for, what you believe in, how much music means to you guys. One thing we were talking about earlier is the intangible aspect of a passion. Y'all are not here specifically chasing money and saying, I got to get some clout or I got to do this. Y'all create from a lane of actually caring about what you're putting together. Wanting to create something that's going to mean something. Wanting to create something that's going to impact people. and want to create something that's gonna last a lifetime. So I thank not just Phil, but all three of y'all. And I want to make sure everybody in the chat, dive into the chat. Phil, drop their names in the chat. Make sure people following them.
I will do.
So maybe we can bring y'all on the episode. You know, we can swap chairs. We can just switch it around.
I'm down.
Big bet.
And we can get in the Mo joint now because you know I peep.
Pete.
I peep.
All right, yeah, I'm with it, man.
Definitely want to thank you guys for being on the A.Bevy Radio episode 2.
Appreciate you. I really am honored, man. Hey, and make sure y'all eating mangoes out there, yo. For real. It's important.
Get the vitamins in you now.
Remember, if he ain't treating you right, let that man go.
Shout out there every time, man.
Out the gate, man. Much love to you guys, man.
Yes, sir.